Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marta, I come from Norway and I love makeup. And today I'm so excited because I just got my Devinah order yesterday and I ordered the new Candy Cakes collection, which I have right here. I also ordered a bunch of other shades, so I will have to do an updated Devinah collection video, which I will do later, but today it's going to be all about the Candy Cakes shadows. And I am going to show you, of course, some close-ups. I did some macro shots and videos of these that I will show you. And I also did eye swatches instead of just regular swatches, which will come after the macro shots. And then I, of course, also show you how I did this look using only Devinah shadows and two of these shadows right here. So I think we'll go just straight into the video, so I hope you will enjoy it. So the Candy Cakes collection is available as a bundle for $48 or each shade for $8, so you don't get a discount on the bundle, but you can always use some different codes. I know Angelica Nyquist has one, I think Amy Loves Makeup has one, Emily Violet Marie has one, and you can get 20% with that code, so you can get them cheaper than $8 each. And the new Candy Cake formula is described as a new cross blend of micro sparkles and a shimmer base, and they are supposed to perfectly complement the Exploders and the Galaxy Dust collections that they have, because if you know Devinah Cosmetics, you know that they have amazing sparkly shadows, and I love those shadows. I do not own all of them, but the few I have I love so much. And they do actually recommend that you treat these as glitters, so you do have to use a base with these just because they are very sparkly and you will have glitter fallout. I have some around my face still, but it's not something that bothers me because I love sparkles and it's so worth it using this, but even though you have a little bit of fallout. And these are all actually vegan shadows, which I love, and I guess we can just go straight into the actual shades. So the first one here is Creampuff Cuddles. It's a quite bright, almost bubblegum pink, but it is a little bit sheer, and it has a gorgeous light blue icy sheen to it, and I think it's such a gorgeous shade. The next shadow is called Confetti Kisses, and it has a almost sky blue but a smidget of aqua in it, and then it has a gorgeous light pink shift to it. This is super sparkly and stunning, and I really like how this looks, and I can't wait to use it. The third shade in my palette is the shade which is called Pancake Bubbles, and it's a very pale yellow shimmer, and it has two kind of colors that it shifts to, because I feel like it's both a little bit green and a little bit of blue. The next one in the bundle is Mystic Moonpie, and it has a kind of warm burgundy red base, but then it shifts to a sort of silvery sparkle. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's relatively cool toned in the sheen and relatively warm or neutral in the undertones of the base, and I really like this one. It was extra sparkly. The next one is Swetie Sunbeam, and this is just such a classic gorgeous shade. It has a warm rusty brown orangey red base, and then it shifts to a little bit of, I would say, greenish gold sparkles. I don't know, it's beautiful though, and it's very duochrome. The last one is Rainbow Blossom, and it's a little bit more, or I would say less textured. It's a little bit more just metallic, but it has the sparkles still. So it's just a little bit smoother in the formula, and it goes from a very bright warm green to a very cool toned, almost teal deeper base. And I personally enjoy all of these shades, which is why I got the whole bundle. And I'm so happy I did, because I mean, they look gorgeous on her page because they did amazing product shots. You can really see the shifts in them on their photos, but they look even prettier in real life because they're so sparkly and beautiful. So next up I will show you how I did the eye swatches of these shades, and then I will show you the tutorial of the look I'm wearing right now. For the eyeshadow swatches, I will be applying my NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base in the shade Light all over my lid, and I will be using my Kaleidos Makeup S4 brush, which is just an it's a regular flat brush. I am going to start out with the Creampuff Cuddles first on my right eye, and then I will use Confetti Kisses on my left eye. So that is how Creampuff Cuddles look on the eyelid, and Confetti Kisses on this side. And I think they both look really gorgeous. And I will try to also add some shots with these eyeshadows on, so you can see how they look more up close in the texture once you've applied them on the eye. And I really love this kind of formula, and the colors are just so cute. Next up, I'm going to do Pancake Bubbles and Mystic Moonpie on my left eye. So here we have Pancake Bubbles on my lid, and here we have Mystic Moonpie, and they do have a lot of fallout, so I do recommend to put on your eyeshadows before you do your face makeup. And as you can see from the macro footage that I took, you can truly see the different sparkles of the shades, like the shifts and everything. So I really love how these look on the eye, and I think they will be even prettier once you have an actual eyeshadow base for them, like you use an eyeshadow with color, because then you will see the shifts better. Next up, I'm going to take Swetie Sunbeam on my right eye and Rainbow Blossom on my left eye. So there we have Swetie Sunbeam and Rainbow Blossom, and I do really like both of the colors. I feel like both are super sparkly. Rainbow Blossom is maybe a little bit more metallic in the formula, even though it is still super sparkly. It's just a little bit smoother, I feel like. And I think you can also see that both in the close-ups and when I applied it. But if you look at the close-up macro shots, wow. The Swetie Sunbeam was maybe one that I felt like was a bit boring at first, the color. But once I saw people using it, I was like maybe most excited about that shade, even though it's a little bit basic. But then again, it's not, because it's so sparkly and super duochrome. And I just love shades like that, because it's almost like it reminds me of sunflowers, and I love sunflowers. I even have a sunflower tattoo, and this would be perfect for a sunflower inspired look, so I might do that afterwards. And Rainbow Blossom is just a gorgeous super bright green, but it's still like has that muted, more teal deep shift to it, or base I would say. So it's a very interesting shade too. And that was actually the eye swatches, so if you want to see how I did the look that you saw in the intro, then please keep on watching. So I am ready to go ahead and do my eyeshadow look, and I did actually just get this huge Give Me Go palette at the same time that I got my Devinah order. And so I decided to put all of my Devinah shadows here. It's all of these shadows, and then we have some Cosmetics here, and then we have some Clionadh shadows here. And my goal is to have all my single shadows in these big palettes, just because it's way more convenient when I'm taking them out to make my custom palettes. But anyway, I think for today that I want to use Swetie Sunbeam because I was a bit inspired by the look that Deandra made. She is the owner of Devinah Cosmetics, and I'm not sure how well you can actually see here, but she used Swetie Sunbeam and I just thought it looked so pretty. And she actually used Virago, that's like the purpley berry tone here. I love that shade, but I think I will stick more to the sunflower theme because I'm wearing sunflowers. I have a sunflower tattoo and I just love those colors. So I really want to go in with Swetie Sunbeam. I think I will use this one. I think it's called Lucretia. And then I think I will use Pancake Bubbles as my inner corner highlight and also drag it underneath the lower lash line, just like Deandra did with her look, just that she used only Swetie Sunbeam, but that would be so dark for me because I'm so pale. But anyway, let's just get going with this look. So I just double checked the name and this is Lucretia. I'm not sure if I pronounced this right. All of the names are very difficult to pronounce, but I'm just going to take that with my Kaleidos Makeup S3 brush and start out with the outer corner, and then I'll move on to Iduna right here, which is a bit more of a grungy orange, and I will place that in the inner corner crease, and I think I will use Coppery right here, which is a bright yellow, just to get a bit more of a brighter look. As usual, I'm just using tapping motions, and with this brush, when you use those motions, you kind of just slightly buff out the edges at the same time, which is why I love this brush. And I will want to have this one kind of all over the lid because that will then act as the base of the duochrome shade, and then you will of course see the shift a lot better. And I should have totally blended out my NARS primer, which I'm using because I can see a little bit of a build-up in my crease, but I'm going to cover it with the shimmer anyway, so it's not really a big deal. Now I'm taking a smaller blending brush. This one is from Morphe, but it doesn't have a name. And I'll just be packing that on the inner corner. And I'm also just buffing out the edges with the excess just to get a nicer transition of that deepest shade. Now taking my Kaleidos Makeup S5 brush, it's a smaller pencil brush, and I'm just using Capri right here to lighten up and make it a bit brighter, as I said. As you can see, it's very powdery, so be a little bit careful when going into the pan. Now I'm just dipping into Lucretia again, just to kind of get back the intensity of that shade and make sure I have it as intense as I want, and to help blend out a little bit. So I think that is it for the mattes today, so I will go ahead and do the same thing on my other eye. Then I'm ready to go in with the new candy cakes. I'm really loving how these mattes are looking on my eye. They're so... I was about to say vibrant, but I mean they're just very pigmented, I guess, because these are a little bit toned down or muted or grungy, and I just love that. But now I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics Base Booster. It's basically like a glitter glue. It's what I always use with my pigments and such, and they do say that you should treat these shadows like they were glitters, so that's why I'm using this, and that will make sure that I get the full opacity that I want with the shadow. Now I'm taking Swetie Sunbeam on my Kaleidos Makeup S4 brush, and I'm just going to pat it down very gently on my lid. Just look at it. Now I'm just making sure that everything is patted down, that the glitter specks or the micro sparkles are actually stuck to the glitter glue. Oh, I'm loving how this is looking. And I'm just leaving a tiny space here for Pancake Bubbles, which I'm going to apply to my inner corner. So I'm just applying a little bit more of that face boosters, and now I'm just taking this like it's a random brush, and I'm just patting it down too, making sure I connect it with the lid shade. I love how this is looking. I'll just go ahead and do the other eye, do my face makeup, and then I'll be back to do my lower lash line. I went ahead and did my face makeup and ended up using my Lumene Natural Glow foundation in 00 Ultra Light, and then I used for my bronzer and contour, I used my Jouer Sunswept Duo, bronzer duo, and then I used my Inglot number 45 blush, which is this gorgeous orangey blush. And now I'm just going to take that small blending brush that I have from Kaleidos again, and I'm just going to pack that right here on the outer corner of the lower lash line, just to connect with the upper parts of my eye. And I think instead of going in with Iduna, I think I want to go in with Navia. It's the one that was next to it in the palette. It's just a little bit brighter of an orange. And then I will use some of Swetie Sunbeam right from like here maybe and to the half, and then I will connect it with Pancake Bubbles because I want shimmer and sparkles on my lower lash line too. Now I'm just taking Linda Hallberg Mood Crayon in Likeable Mood. It's the orange one, and I'm just running it over my waterline. So here you have the finished look, and I personally really enjoy it. I think it's like the shades are just so beautiful. I really love this one. It's just the perfect topper shade for a warm look like this. I feel like it's so duochrome and sparkly and gorgeous, just up my alley. And of course the Pancake Bubbles shade is also beautiful. It's very pale, so you can use it as an inner corner highlight, but I'm sure it would work so great as a topper shade as well. And I'm just so happy I bought all of these. I think they're so gorgeous, and I had so much fun doing the macro shots and everything. Before I forget, I did end up using my Guerlain lip liner in the shade Brune Chocolat, and then I have Mattify here in the shade Spice for my lips. And my highlight is actually two different ones because I started out with Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Sunlight, but I felt like it was a bit too pinky toned. And so I just added a little bit of Luxie Beauty Mimosa on top, and that's the mixture that I have on my cheeks right now. Other than that, I think we're basically done with this video right now, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please give me some feedback on all of the different macro shots and everything that I added to this video. Like, this is the first time I've done that, so I know I still have to work a little bit on the positioning and stuff to catch the shimmers and the shifts really good, but please just tell me if you like it, because it does take quite a long time to do all of those shots, especially of the eye swatches, but also of the shadows themselves. I think it's super fun though, so I don't mind doing it, but I just really hope that you also like it. So please sound off below what you think of that. And I would also love to hear if you have picked these up already, or if you're planning to, because they are doing a restock the 29th, which is on Friday, I think. Now when I'm posting this, it's Sunday. I'm filming it on Saturday. So you still have a lot of time to decide if you want them or not. These are just such a nice addition to my collection with all the nice sparkliness and the duochromeness in these, so I really enjoy them. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember to press the thumbs up button if you did like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I do post every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, sometimes even more. But thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!